Chris Murphy and Politico just threw ice water on everything that the House is touting as historic gun packages, all based on their own power, their own political power, based off the back of a tragedy. Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. Alright guys, the content for tonight is a big update. Now I'm sure you guys are aware if you've been following along on this channel, we've been talking about the Senate negotiations that are happening between Murphy, Cornyn, and a bunch of other select senators. Well, what I'm going to show you tonight is something that Murphy, again, Mr. Gun Control in the Senate, in charge of all Democratic negotiations on gun control right now, openly just called all of the House votes, all the House bills, everything that they are pushing, meaningless. This is incredibly important because if you've been watching this channel for the last week and a half to 2 weeks, that's something that we have been pounding on like a drum. Focus on the Senate. Well, tonight, I'm going to show you how Chris Murphy in the Senate literally just said the exact same thing, and Politico, of all places, is reporting on it. There is more here than it looks. We're going to hit everything. It's linked in the description box below, and I cannot wait to hear what you guys think on this one. Now, I'm going to say two things before we dive in. One, this fight is nowhere near over. It'll be over when the bill completely dies and it's not possible. So keep the phone calls and the emails going. You are making a difference. That's one. Two, please make sure you are subscribed and that notification bell is on because we need as many people in the ranks as we can get to get this information out quickly so you can spread it around and also activate so we can defend our rights and pass them to the next generation. And with that, let's dive in. I cannot wait to show you this one. This came out today. Check this out. Again, from Politico. House Dems set to pass major gun safety bill that will wither in the Senate. The bill would raise the purchase age of firearms, ban high-capacity magazines, and expand background checks. Well, we knew that. But that important part is wither. Now keep in mind, Politico writes to a left-wing audience. This is expectation setting. Check this out. House Democrats are poised to pass a gun safety package Wednesday that will stall in the Senate. That's the opening paragraph. An emotionally charged effort to push their counterparts across the Capitol after a national outcry over situations. Well, we know what they're doing, but this is really interesting because even in this article, it shows you this is not about safety at all. This is about political power. Check this out. The House bill would raise the age for purchasing semi-automatic rifles from 18 to 21, ban high-capacity magazines, require a background check for buying a ghost gun, and include safe storage requirements for firearms. The package is expected to go nowhere in the 50-50 Senate, where a bipartisan group of negotiators are trying to come up with their own agreement. Politico is saying this has no chance. Again, it's all about the Senate negotiation, but it's important because while the House continues to push forward all these bills that have zero chance, and what this article says, wither on the vine, ask yourself why. And while you're thinking about that, I'm going to show you what Politico thinks. Still, the votes cap off a week of dogged Democratic attempts to generate momentum on guns as the party grapples with its inability to pass anything without at least 10 Republican votes in the Senate. And here we go. Check this out. While House Democrats are closely watching the Senate negotiations, they also want to force their Republican colleagues to go on the record on more sweeping gun safety policies. They're hoping to use those measures as fodder against GOP lawmakers, particularly in swing districts heading into November. Now, if you're not in the political game, translation, they want to use all the tragedy, they want to use all the pain, they want to use all the momentum and use it against their political opponents in November, of which they are going to get smashed because of the exact same behavior. These people sit there and say it's about safety, it's about common sense, when this article from Politico is literally citing it's about their power. Gross. Let's continue. Because I got more, because Chris Murphy's coming up. To mollify a group of House moderates, Democrat leaders agree to hold symbolic votes on each provision of the bigger guns proposal, as well as a vote on final passage of the full package. A group of nearly 24 House Democrats, led by Representative Abigail Spanberger from Virginia, pushed to break up the sweeping legislation into individual bills in a letter to Democratic leaders this week. Even so, leadership's ultimate offer to hold separate title votes as well as on the full package sparked grumblings from some politically vulnerable House Democrats. Remember what we did a video about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, where he said all about these votes that are only meant to call people on the carpet, accountability votes they called them? They're hurting Democrats in swing districts because these are unpopular policies. This is about their power. The House leaders are calling these votes to basically solidify their power as a Democratic base in the swing districts. or in blue districts, but swing districts are going, guys, that's going to kill us. That's what this is saying. But here comes Chris Murphy with the ultimate hammer drop. Again, keep the momentum and energy going. You're making a difference. Murphy said the House's work this week was, quote, very important and very emotional, but ultimately detached from the Senate negotiations. Quote, it's no secret that can't pass the Senate, Murphy said. We're going to have to find our own path forward. Chris Murphy and Politico just threw ice water on everything that the House is touting as historic gun packages, all based on their own power, their own political power based off the back of a tragedy. If that does not make you not want to vote for them, or doesn't even want to deal with you and more actively want to actually politically get involved and vote and bring people to vote, I don't know what will. These are the people that are trying to take your rights in order to gain more power using this tragedy. You can't get more gross. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow morning on the Bullet Points. I'm Braden. See you later.